what's happening in the Mother Lode
with Sarah
and Sarah.
And it is way too hot.
Oh, yes, it has been. But it's nice because it seems like this will be the last bit today, and it's just going to start going down.
Yeah,
and hopefully we are going to go into
sweater
weather.
Yes, it was funny. I was listening to NPR radio this morning out of Sacramento, Capital Radio, and they're doing their fall fundraising drive.
This weekend?
This week.
Oh,
this week.
no.
And it was so funny because they're like, yeah, just think if you were in a sweater, but not really.
You're like, it's a little hot to even think
about hot chocolate for a freebie.
I'm like, no,
thank you.
And because the first of fall is September 22nd. So we have just week and a half until fall's supposed to be here.
Yeah, but
it doesn't feel like it.
No.
It feels like we're in the middle of summer. Everyone knows how much I love heat, so this doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel correct.
Yeah.
And then we have the smoke on top of all that.
Yeah, from the mosquito fire, which apparently they're sort of getting control on, but
thank goodness.
Not really.
Yeah, I heard. Last thing I heard was they didn't know how much control they had because of how much smoke there was. So
that's right. That's right.
They're
at least getting it beat back a little bit and get it contained, and then
everything's
do the cleanup.
Dry.
Oh, so dry.
It's the perfect, and the heat and the wind. I mean, it's the perfect.
The ground is getting dried
condition.
out.
Yep.
So the ground can burn, which you never really even think about that. So it's a little crazy in California right now. So
a little bit. But again, we're getting towards the end of the heat, and it's going to be in the 80s next week.
Yeah, so that'll be nice.
It'll
be
actually
really
start
nice.
feeling like September.
Exactly. And by the end of October, Halloween time, we should be down into coolness.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Coolness and hopefully rain. Hopefully we get lots and lots of rain this season because we definitely need it.
Yeah. There is I think there's some sort of a rain system. I don't want to say a hurricane rain system, but it's a really very strong rain system coming into Southern California.
And that's the reason why tomorrow is dropping. It's raining in Los Angeles right now.
Yes.
And then tomorrow is supposed to be like 98 and it's dropped to 92 because it came in earlier. So we're going to actually have like a 20-degree drop this weekend.
So maybe it will be sweater weather.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, exactly. After this heat, we're going to be like, wait a minute, it's in the 90s, it's freezing.
Yeah. So anyway, because of the heat, a lot of events are being canceled. So, we're just going to kind of do a drive-by today and then let you know which ones we know are still happening. But make sure you call whatever venue or event you're going to make sure that it's still going on. Because some of them are actually canceling because of the smoke as well, mostly because of the heat. So upcountry is a little bit cooler.
It is, yes.
But not quite as much as we're used to.
It's nothing. I think everything right now is just so out of its element that we're used to that no matter where you go, you can't really beat the heat. And with the temperatures, if you do have any issues with the heat, I would stay indoors until we get through this because
absolutely. You don't want to take any chances. That is no fun.
And then animals, keep your eyes on them, make sure they have water. Just because we're not fully in the clear.
No, not yet. But hopefully, next few days we will be.
Yes, hopefully. And then speaking of next few days, we're going to be talking about September 9th through September 15th.
Yes.
So we are right in the middle of September, which is so bizarre to say.
Yeah, it's crazy. It really is. It is.
So we do still have a lot of plays that are happening, and we do not know if any of them have been canceled yet, but so double check.
Yeah.
And a lot of these are inside the theaters. So.
Yes, they are. So the assumption is they have not been canceled.
Yep. So we do still have King Lear, William Shakespeare's King Lear, up at the Murphy Creek Theater, and that's going to be going all the way up until September 17th, so you have about 2 more weekends to check it out. If you are interested in checking that out, you can give them a call at 209-728-8422, or you can go to murphycreektheater.org. Again, this is William Shakespeare's tragedy, King Lear, which is, you can't beat William Shakespeare.
No, you can't. Even the tragedies are good.
Exactly.
And then over in Tuolumne, Sierra Rep is still, their production of Dogfight is still going on. And the times and dates vary. I believe it is, you have until October 1st to see this show. Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Times will vary. So if you want to check it out, you can go to, I believe it's sierrarep.org. Yes.
Perfect.
And then you can find out about all their upcoming shows there as well, and order tickets and all that good stuff there.
And it's so nice, especially like when they roll in a new play and you get, it's like kind of, I don't know, it's refreshing.
It is, it is.
And in the last weekend, the catch, and I'm totally going to butcher this because I totally think of My Fair Lady, is
Pygmalion.
Pygmalion, there we go. I'm always like, wait a minute, I'm going to say that wrong. And it's the inspiration for My Fair Lady. So if you've seen the musical with Audrey Hepburn, it's this is the inspiration.
Yeah.
This will be the last weekend, so September 10th, so Saturday will be it, and it's at 7 p.m. and adults are 15 and children are 10. And this is at the Metropolitan in San Andreas.
Yes.
And if you are looking to get tickets, you can call them at 209-754-5555.
And I think, there's a couple plays actually still in Amador, Four Weddings and an Elvis is still playing. And I believe that is at the Kennedy Mine. Is it at the Kennedy Mine?
I believe it is, yeah.
Yes, Kennedy Mine Amphitheater in September 10th. Obviously, Saturday is actually the last day you'll be able to see this show. So gates open at 6:30. The show starts at 8. You can get tickets at the gate or mstw.org. And this looks like just a really fun comedy, actually, about a owner of a wedding chapel in Vegas.
Yep.
So,
yeah, it looks like a lot of drama and a lot of comedy.
A lot of comedy, a lot of fun. Yeah.
So it's a dramedy.
A dramedy, yeah.
And then at the Volcano Theater Company, it's Becky's New Car, which is another comedy about a woman who wants a new car, but what she really wants is a real new life. So it's going to be playing up until October 8th, so there is still time to check this one out.
Okay.
And the matinees are at 2 p.m. on Sundays and Fridays, and there is Fridays and Saturday evenings at 8 p.m. So if you're interested in that, you can go check out Volcano Theater. Trying to find it at volcanotheater.net.
Yeah, so a lot of plays actually to consider. Some of the farmers markets are still going on.
Yep.
I know that Angels Camp is canceled because of the heat, so I'm not sure about some of the other ones, but you may want to go on the line and kind of check that out if you're interested in any particular one, because we have a lot of farmers markets.
We do, yeah,
here,
especially between the 3 counties.
Yeah.
And then also it is getting towards the end of farmers markets, so it'll probably start dwindling down at the end of September and into October, and then you guys will have to wait until spring of next year for the farmer markets, unless you want to do online.
That's true. They have the boxes, the
Mm-hmm.
community boxes, and that type of thing. So, because you can always get fresh veggies and fruits year round.
Yes.
Yeah. So it just depends on what crop is in season. So.
And then we also, going over to music.
Yeah, there's a lot of music going on.
There is a lot of music.
Weekend.
And again, call, because if it is an outside venue, just double check with the smoke and the heat if they are still happening. So at the Renegade Winery, they have the Baby Backs playing, and this will be about 3 hours, and it is, there's no cover, and it starts at 5 p.m., and so you can get yourself a glass of wine, have some of their there's appetizers, and hang out. And this is over in the Colony Hill.
And they have misters too.
They do have misters.
They have misters.
Thank goodness, which we won't
really
need
nice.
them very much
No,
longer,
not
which
much
is weird
longer.
to say. It's like we go
So
from one
strange.
extreme to
the other.
and it's
Yeah.
the 80s isn't extreme, but when you're dropping 20 degrees, you're like, oh, wait a minute.
It's a little chilly. Yeah, for sure. So one of the annual music festivals is going on actually on the Highway 4 corridor, and it is Hermit Fest West. And usually this is actually in, I believe, Hermit Valley.
Mhm.
I believe.
I think it's Bear Valley, right?
But this year they moved it to Bear Valley
okay.
because of the smoke.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, so this will be on September 10th. And the headliners are Grover Anderson and the Lampoliers. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. And they are a really popular local band, a lot of fun to go out and see. And you can just go and find information about this particular concert at info@scenic4.org. It's from 11 a.m. in the morning to 8 p.m. at night. And again, it has moved from Hermit Valley into Bear Valley this year.
Nice. And another concert festival is the Band Against Cancer, which is at the Italian Picnic Grounds in Sutter Creek. And this will be September 10th, so this Saturday, from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Wow. And they have live music all day, so starting at 9 o'clock in the morning all the way up until 7 o'clock in the evening. And they have something for everybody. So they have a sip and taste with the stars. They have, it looks like, a dunk tank. They have honored guests being celebrated. They have paint and sip. They have just a whole bunch of stuff for everybody. Giant yard games, a fun zone for the kiddos, and a whole bunch of snacks to taste and things. And it all goes towards benefiting going against cancer. There's free admission and parking, and this will, if you're interested, you can also go to amadorstars.org or call them at 209-267-1246.
Okay. And then, let me think, I was looking at actually a week ahead, so we'll talk about that in a minute. But I don't see, there's a lot of like individual like musicians playing at different places. Live music at Jazz Cellars. And I am going to click on that. Hopefully it'll come up. And so this week it will be Kiana Chanel, and that will be at the Jazz Cellars Tasting Room in Murphy's on Main Street. And let's see, from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. And there's a lot of these types of concerts going on at the different tasting rooms, at the different venues. You just kind of have to kind of keep your eye out for them.
Yep.
We try to kind of do a drive-by for you, let you know who's coming when we see them. And so that's what's happening at the Jazz Cellars Live Music Series this weekend.
And then we also still have the Summer's concert series happening at Cofield Park, and this is in Sonora. So September 10th, they have Nathan and Friends playing, and this is put on by the Sonora Chambers of Commerce, and it happens at the every second Saturday in art night. And so you bring a chair, find a spot to sit, and enjoy the live music. And this will actually be the second to the last one. So October 8th will be
the very last
and that
one.
will be King Hippo.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Forest Meadows, or FM on the Green. It is actually it looks like their third to last one concert for their concert series this year. September 10th, it will be Top Secret, which is a high energy variety dance band. There is no cover charge. Again, you can bring a chair. No outside food and drinks, though. So you can go up there. It is a little cooler up there than it is down in the lower elevations. And that concert starts at 6 and ends at 8:30.
Perfect. And then also in Jamestown, there's another concert series still happening until the very end of September. And this is the concert in the park at the just on Main Street, Jamestown.
Okay, that's a nice location.
It's very pretty. And then so it's every Saturday in Rocco Park, and you just bring a blanket, a lawn chair, and enjoy it again. Also,
there's so much music that you can enjoy for free, which is really nice.
And if you get there in the evening, you can also explore the location. And go to the local shops and check it out. And again, we've talked about it before. We have amazing chefs out here and restaurants. So. A little bit for everything.
Yeah. Something for everybody. And then there was something that I was looking at that I wanted to make sure to let you guys know about. The West Point Art Path. It is their grand opening event, actually. So this will be held on Saturday, September 10th from 5 to 8 p.m. There will be live music, interactive art projects, and special exhibits. You meet at the West Point Branch Library at 5, and then you follow the art path down Pine Street to the heart of the community, and there'll be all sorts of fun events and things to do. It sounds like actually a really, really good time. And they're hoping that it will be a series of permanent outdoor art installations throughout the town, featuring sculptures and murals eventually as they get this rolling. So
Perfect.
it's a really kind of a cool project for the community and for people to go out and enjoy.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And that's one nice thing about our community is we do have a lot of events that are community driven.
Oh, for sure.
And it definitely brings people closer, especially if you've just moved up here.
Yeah.
If you go to one of these, you'll end up walking home with a best friend. So
You will.
It's one of those things where it's just getting out there and
Just doing it.
doing it.
Yeah, for
So-
sure.
So we also have Hearts of Hope art reception in Amador happening September 9th through October 7th. So it is an open reception this Friday, September 9th from 5 to 7 p.m. And there's snacks, music, and performances, speakers, and other resources there. It is put on by the First Five in Amador.
Oh, cool.
And also by Amador Arts. So this is
Okay.
at the Margaret Dalton Children's Center in Amador, if you're interested in checking out. And it's 50 pieces of art by local artists.
Oh, wow.
And so, and then
That's
they
very
have the
cool.
band Chad the Guinea Pig and Friends playing. So it should be a lot of fun.
So that should be a lot of fun. Yeah. And then this weekend, we've talked about this in prior weeks, is the annual Miwok Indian Acorn Festival over there at Black Oak Casino at Tuolumne Rancheria in Tuolumne County. And you can go, it's like a really cool traditional festival where you can see celebration of the Black Oak acorn harvest with traditional dancers, hand games, tournaments, native arts and crafts, and that type of thing. So that is on Saturday and Sunday.
Oh,
And I'm not
fantastic.
seeing a time, so I would go at noon.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
perfect. And then we also have Artist in the Garden, and it's showcasing also local artists and open glass studios, Saturday, September 10th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And this is up in Pioneer. And they're going to have pine needle baskets, dream catchers, gourds, hoof-hearted horseshoe art,
Okay.
and digital art, photography, and much, much more.
Oh, that's cool.
And some quilts and all that fun stuff. So it has a
they're-
whole bunch of little everything.
They're the modern and the modern mediums as well as sort of the more
Yep.
traditional mediums.
So if you're interested in just kind of moseying around and see if something catches your
Catches
eye,
your eye.
take a look at
Absolutely.
the Artist in the Garden. And again, that was in Pioneer.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if they don't have any. I would just go to ledger.com
And check out their calendar. They
Yeah.
actually have a really great calendar.
They really do, yeah.
Yeah. And then in Columbia State Historic Park, they are celebrating California Statehood Day with a parade on September 10th. California became a state on September 9th in 1850, just after the gold rush started.
Yeah,
Which is kind of amazing.
On
Yeah.
Facebook, someone was saying, "Happy birthday, California." I think it's 178 years old.
Yes, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. So this particular parade is sponsored by the Native Sons of the Golden West, Columbia Parlor 258. And the parade is a tradition that actually started in 1876 and was revived in
crazy.
2008. So that is very cool.
Yeah, it is.
So it's free to the public and it starts at 11 a.m. So if you want to go celebrate the state of California's statehood, you can go on over to Columbia State Historic Park. do
And that park is one of the
Oh, it's
gems. It really is a
wonderful.
gem. And I think they're also doing, I think they're doing an event also on top of that. They're doing the Gold Rush Days.
Yeah.
So that's
sure.
also happening this weekend from 1 to 4 at the Columbia. So you
Yeah.
can check out both.
Yeah, sure. There's, yeah.
And then what that is they have a lot of people reenacting the Gold Rush Days, and then they have a lot of the stores open, and it really is stepping back in time.
It is. It is. And actually, another place to step back in time is actually the Night Foundry in Jackson. And they are now open to the public again, on the weekends for public tours from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And you can go and see an actual working foundry where they use some of the same techniques as they did during the gold rush. So that is very, very cool.
It's a lost art. And then also in Cedar Creek, they have all the parks also set up.
Yeah.
Where they have a lot of the old machinery and things like that from the gold rush time and all of that fun stuff. So if you go to that, you can also walk around and take a look at these equipment.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're just like, oh man, our times have definitely changed.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And then we also have wine and cheese tasting. It's the 7th annual wine and cheese tasting in Amador. It's at the Amador County Museum from 5:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. And this is Friday, September 9th. Tickets are $30 per person. They have a special guest speaking about the history of the Argonaut mine disaster, and they have live music from 6 to 8 p.m. And again, this is at that little quaint museum right across the street from the elementary school in Jackson. If you are interested, you can go in on Amador County Historical Society.org to find tickets, or you can give them a call at 209-256-8124.
Okay. And as we open up a couple of things that I didn't open before, I think that's actually, for this weekend, that is actually all I have, except for they still have Concert in the Pines over at Twain Harte. This is actually their last one. So that's at Epperson Park up there in Twain Harte, and they will have Kinland Station actually playing this weekend. That's another great place to go plant your chair and then go walk around the town, enjoy the restaurants, enjoy the ambiance of the town, and admission is free. So
yeah, you can't be free.
You can't be free.
You can't be free.
Absolutely not.
And then, so one of my favorite times are coming up, and I believe it is also Amador and Calaveras are doing it, and that is the hazardous waste collection.
Yes. That's your favorite. And yes, Calaveras is doing it as well.
So we have in Amador, it is, so anybody who is a resident of Amador can get rid of their hazardous waste. It's happening this weekend, September 10th. It will also happen September 24th, so if you do miss it on this Saturday. And these are things that you can get rid of are like your gasoline, brake fluid, pool chemicals, household cleaners, batteries, electrical devices, fluorescent tubings, old expired medications, paint and thinners, a whole bunch of stuff. So, and this will be happening in Amador at the Buena Vista transfer station from, let me get the time for you, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Okay. And in Calaveras, it's actually, it's a 2-day event, Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, there are actually 2 locations for their hazardous waste collection. They will be from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. One will be at the San Andreas Government Center, and the other will be at the Arnold County Road Yard, which I believe is near the dump back up in there near the junior high school. And so that's from 9 to 1. And then Sunday, September 11th, from 9 to 1, the West Point Caltrans yard is where you can take these hazardous wastes. And again, it's paint, stains, solvents, motor oil, antifreeze, household chemicals, basically much of the same thing, but it's a great time to get rid of it safely.
Yes, exactly. And they know how to dispose of it.
Yes,
and so
absolutely.
If you've been holding on to it, I would take it and get rid of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially as
it's hot.
As fall comes and you get ready for winter and kind of nestling in. Then we also have the free dog and cat rabies vaccine clinic happening tomorrow at September 10th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And this is put on by the Friends of Calaveras Animal Services, and this will be at Spence Ranch Feed and Supply in Angels Camp. There is no limit on animals that you can bring. You just have to be a Calaveras County resident to get this program for free, and it is from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. So yeah, if you have any animals that need to be vaccinated, and it's rabies vaccination, so yeah.
And then actually one of the big events that's happening is let me see if I can get to it. It's the BMX, the Frogtown BMX Classic. That is still going on starting Friday, September 9th through Sunday, September 11th, 2nd annual. and a 3-day classic BMX festival out there in Frogtown. And it sounds like it's actually going to be really cool. It's free to spectators, so if you want to just go watch,
you can do that.
Just go out and watch.
Yeah.
There will be parking fees, but if you don't want to pay the parking fees, you can walk in. Don't tell them I told you that. But yeah, so this is like a great event, and people they just love it.
Yeah.
So,
And it's just, I don't know, it's just
kind of
exciting.
fun. Yeah,
it really is exciting to watch these people. And some of those tricks that they do are
they're
impressive.
Amazing.
They're really impressive. It's like, I don't trust me doing that, but it's really cool seeing you doing it.
Exactly, exactly.
So, and then since spooky season is coming
spooky
next month, the Kennedy Mine Tours is doing a paranormal project event and investigation on Saturday, September 10th. And it's open to the public. It's $75 for people who are not residents of Amador in Calaveras, and $50 for people who are.
Okay.
And it is at the Kennedy Gold Mine. And if you are interested in this, you can give them a call. And that is, where's my phone number? At 209-223-9542, or you can go to kennedygoldmine.com if you are interested in getting a ticket and seeing some ghosts. And I believe it starts at 6 o'clock and it goes until 1 a.m. But we're going to be there.
Yeah, we'll be there.
We're going to be there. We're going to be checking it out.
I might find a place to fall asleep about 9, but Sarah will be the one who's like, hey, ghost to ghost, where are you? Of course, if we see ghosty ghosts, we're all going to be like,
I don't think you're going to be sleeping. Yeah, I'm like, you probably won't sleep.
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, time to go.
All right, this is getting a little spooky.
Yeah, exactly. Getting a little spooky. So, actually, I think that's really all there is for this weekend.
Yeah, I think so. And again, if we missed anything, just let us know for next time if there's anything else that you want us to check out. But we do have events that are coming up that we should probably make sure that people are aware of. We do have...
I did find one thing, actually, though. This is actually in Columbia as well. I've never seen this before. September 11th starts at 11, and it's a peace prayer walk to Hummingbird Sky Island, led by Mayan day keeper Jose Ajubamunos. To the Santa Barbara Peace Pole for Jerusalem, with a crystal skull ceremony to manifest a California peace pagoda.
Interesting.
So it sounds like it starts in Columbia.
Okay.
And maybe ends in Santa Barbara, or maybe it's just, I don't know. It looked interesting when I saw it, because I saw Columbia. I've never seen anything like this at Columbia. Well, look it up, guys.
Yep.
Because it might take me a little too long, but it looked interesting, and it said it started in Columbia. Isn't that interesting?
That is really neat, though, especially if it's a walk. I don't know if anyone else will be able to walk all the way to Santa Barbara, but I mean, that's quite the being there to start it off. And
it's a march that starts on September 11th.
That's neat.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
So September 17th, so next Saturday, is the Fiddler's Jam in Fiddletown. It's the 71st annual Fiddler's Jam, which still mind boggles me that we're that old.
Yeah.
And again, it is a whole bunch of fun local activities. And they have a fiddle contest, so if you want to enter in and bring your instrument, you can take a look at that. And if you're interested, you can go to, I don't have a website, but you can find them online on Facebook under the events. Just type in Fiddler's Jam. And
there's a lot that we can talk about as far as save the date. A huge amount of events are actually coming up towards the end of this month and into October.
Yep.
So we've covered a few of them before, and the one that is come out just this week actually is going to be the first annual fundraiser dinner for the Calaveras County Sheriff's Office Cold Case Task Force. And that's going to be on November 5th from 5 to 9 at the Golf Club at Copper Valley. It's a formal dinner, guest speakers, auction. Tickets are $100 a person, $1,000 table sponsored for 8. But if you've ever been to Copper Valley, they have really, really good food. It's very well worth it. And the funds will be used to support forensic DNA research in an effort to identify missing and unidentified victims of homicide and other violent crimes in our area. And as I always say, Calaveras County is a very interesting place.
It is.
As far as that sort of thing. We're somewhat infamous. I hate to say it, but we are. It is, we live in a beautiful place, and it's kind of a funky place.
It is. It has its moments.
It does.
And it has its
sure.
dark history for sure.
Yeah. So if you can help if you can help solve some of these cold cases by going to a fundraising dinner, all the better.
Yeah, exactly. Get a free meal and help a good cause.
Help a good cause for sure. Yeah.
Another fundraiser that is coming up is October 1st, and it is a barn dinner and dance fundraiser for the Amador College Connect.
Oh, cool.
And it is at the Lafton Ranch Event Center, and this will be from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. on October 1st, so Saturday. And it's $50 is where it starts, the ticket prices. And it's you can get your tickets at amadorcollegeconnect.com or by calling 209-217-8239. And there's a no-host bar, wine bar, barbecue tri-tip steak and barbecue chicken, and dessert and live auctions happening also.
Oh, wow. That sounds really good.
Yeah, sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it does. It does. And then in another save the date is the party, which benefits Calaveras County Youth Mentoring. And that will be up this is coming back. They used to have this very frequently. It was always a really good fundraiser for them. Live music will be Leilani, which I'm not pronouncing that correctly. Oh, it might be time to stop the show. Anyway, Leilani and the Distractions. Sorry, Leilani, I know that's not the way you pronounce it. And then it's $75 a person, $500 for a table of 8. And you can go to calaverasmentoring.org to find out more. And like I said, it's up in Bryce Station in Murphy, so it's a beautiful location.
It is, yeah. Anything up in Murphy's is gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of you riders out there, the Gold Rush Riders is coming back October 7th through October 9th, and it's from 5 p.m. all the way up until 3 p.m. on October 9th. They have a whole bunch of guest speakers. They have some wonderful workshops.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also a great place to go meet other riders if you are just getting into that world.
Yeah.
And you can learn a lot. You can learn a lot. And meet
You
a lot
really
of
can.
lot of friends and build a community.
Mm-hmm.
If you are interested, you can go to goldrushriders.com. And again, that is on October 7th through October 9th, and it's a Gold Rush Riders Conference. And it's in McCullough Hill.
Yeah, McCullough Hill.
At the Hotel Leisure.
Yeah, and McCullough Hill is really growing into itself.
It really is,
yeah. So it is becoming a cooler and cooler place to go and just spend your day. So,
and it's nice because it hasn't grown too much. Like it still has
that
its
really nice
authentic
small-town
vintage
feel.
vibe. Yep.
Mm-hmm, for sure. So that's actually about all I have this week.
That's all I have too.
Otherwise, we're going to be getting too far afield, and we don't want to go too far afield today, actually, because it's hot.
It is hot, and we feel like you guys should get out and about and actually take a look at events this weekend.
Yeah, exactly. So you have a lot of choices. Make sure you stay cool, stay hydrated, and as ever, there are a lot of little kittens and dogs out there that need a forever home.
They really do.
So make sure you visit Calaveras Animal Services and all the other great animal services in our area to see if you want to bring home a family member.
And if you can't, you can always donate to these facilities and help out that way if you would like to.
Absolutely.
They can take either money, food, volunteer
time,
any way to help these animals to, I don't know, find their happy house.
Yeah, find their forever home.
Oh, and the kittens are abundance right now. They are looking for foster parents.
Yes, they
are.
are.
So if you are interested in fostering a family of kittens, you can definitely get in contact with your animal shelter and go from there.
Go from there, absolutely. So we will see you next week, and make sure you stay cool and hydrated and have fun.
Yep.
Bye-bye.